Good morning, Heather Rinaldi from Texas Worm Ranch here, and we are planning to give a yard treatment to our lawn today. This will be an organic treatment to help boost our yard after our horrible summer where we broke the heat record that was set all the way back in 1980. So we had something like 70 days this summer over 100 degrees. Most of them over 105 degrees. So our yards and trees and bushes and everybody's are really suffering. Ours actually looks somewhat okay, and hopefully that's because of all the organic love that we've been giving it. But what we're going to do this morning, we're going to mix this organic compost here, and I have quite a big load of it here in my driveway. And then we have some in containers too, and we're going to mix this with some other special ingredients and then go apply it to the yard. So our first ingredient here is some worm castings, of course. And in here I have our worm castings. These are going to be full of micronutrients and trace nutrients, same as micronutrients, and some macronutrients. But most importantly, it is going to be filled with some beneficial microbes. We're talking fungi and bacteria. There's a little eggshell in there that'll provide some calcium to our yard. We don't think of our soil as an ecosystem, but it really is. Just like the forest or the ocean or the prairie, our soil is an ecosystem that supports a lot of life. Mostly that life is bacteria, and that life might be some fungi, and even some little co-composters, composting critters, that we're kind of seeing a few of those right here. Those are things that break down nutrients, like from our dead grass that we've mowed or our leaves that are mowed, and they poop that out and make that good food for our lawn. Okay, so we're going to start with the worm castings here. And then we're going to add our other ingredients. Right here we have some molasses. This is dried molasses. And it's going to have some nutrients, but more importantly it's going to have an energy source to go ahead and feed those microbes that are in our worm castings. So we're giving that mostly as a food source for the soil ecosystem. Next we're going to add some Texas green sand. And this is going to add, most importantly, some iron back into our yard. So this will really help green up our grass and help it be strong, and also our trees and bushes that have root systems underneath our yard. That's going to help that as well. Last and probably least is some alfalfa. This is dried alfalfa. We aren't going to add as much of this as everything else because it is high in nitrogen. And if you were to add a high nitrogen source to your yard at too high of a rate, that could actually do some damage. But the alfalfa meal in small quantities is good. Not only does it have that nitrogen, but it also has a natural plant hormone. So that's going to stimulate some growth and health and vigor into our yard. And these are the things we're going to mix together to make us a healthy organic yard mix. So we'll see you in the next video installment. Thanks for tuning in at Texas Worm Ranch.